score in the second half for Real Madrid. Who can make history tonight as the first player of the modern era to win 6 European Cups. And his is the goal that might get him there.
This competition gave to me fantastic happiness as a player, as a manager.
Bellingham rolling it in, finishes to win it for Real Madrid. It's 2-0 and their 15th European Cup is incoming. And as Nacho raises the trophy above his head, as a ticker-tape welcome for Real Madrid. There's the glory for 2024.
Yes, congratulations then. Real Madrid continue their incredible record. Not having lost, and a European final since 1983. They wrapped up number 15 at Wembley.
Mind-boggling what they do, the way they continue to do it. Congratulations to them. And again, there is something about, I don't know whether it's the white kit, Jay, there's something about Real Madrid.
There is something about it, mate.
There's something about Real Madrid that is so special, and it must be such a privilege for those guys to represent and that club. The stadium now, Joe, right, has been transformed in last couple of years. I mean, it's just. I personally think out of all the European grounds that I've been to, commentating over the years, playing, I think it's the best one. I just think it's so amazing when you're in there. The noise. There must be about 6 in place. There must be about 6 tiers. You know, as it goes up and up and up into the gods. It is just a brilliant place. And look, they weren't at their very best, but it doesn't matter for Real Madrid, does it? They don't have to be at their best. They just have these moments.
Indeed. Now, manager Carlo Ancelotti, he's now won it 5 times. And on the final word last night, Adrian Darman and Alan Pardew got talking about whether he is the greatest or not.
For a long time, a lot of people were thinking it's Klopp or Guardiola. I think we've got to rethink that. Carlo Ancelotti, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, possibly. Greatest out there now?
Well, he's certainly got the greatest CV because of that Champions League figure. That sets him apart from Mourinho and all those guys. What's interesting, and of course, and there's been a lot of talk about that, is that he hasn't really got a philosophy that he sticks to. He changes it from team to team. He changes it from club to club. Whatever his assets are, he plays to his assets. And I think that's an important lesson for any young coach out there. Don't put your philosophy on a group of players that are not suited to it. You've got to adjust your philosophy for it to work. And that's what Ancelotti does.
Yes, Alan Pardew reflecting with Adrian Durham there. Is he the greatest? Well, if he's not,
he's in the top.
He's in the top 2 or 3. Then you might have a preference about the style of play. But interesting what they said there. So when he's gone into Real Madrid, he lost. Of course, they lost Benzema last summer. Yeah, right. He left. Bellingham's come in, and they play this kind of very. It's not a rigid 4-4-2. It's you see Vinicius Junior drift out, Rodrigo drift out, Bellingham drifts out. So there's a lot of they all interplay. Yes.
Yeah. With the ball, Joe. With the ball, there's lots of flexibility. There are some definites in there, but you're right. With great players, you want to give them the freedom to see that moment in a game where they drift into a position and make something happen. You don't tie them down so rigidly. No. I think the real clever thing with Jude Bellingham was playing him in that advanced position, like a second striker, really.
That's right.
Because I think whenever I've watched Jude, he can do a bit of everything. You know, he could play deeper, he can come deeper and get it. He can, but he's been it's just been an unbelievable first season for him. And he just needs to get some energy back in his legs now over the next week or so, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
To just get ready to go again.
Well, Southgate did say he's going to have a week off and he'll be joining up with the England squad. And he said doesn't care, just go and have a rest, sit on a beach. Joining us now is former Real Madrid president Ramon Calderon, looking back over another victory in the Champions League. Good morning, Ramon.
Hello, very good morning.
Good morning, Ramon.
Good morning and congratulations. There was something inevitable about what we saw on Saturday. It looked and always felt that Real Madrid were going to go on and win it. Was that how you felt?
I always say that we feel, all the fans, everyone, the directors, we feel that this competition belongs to us. We helped to create it in the 50s. We've won, as you said, 15 titles, which is more than double than the second one, Milan AC. And we don't see any limit to this team in this competition. Something very special, mainly taking into account that our legal status is the one of a an association, non-profit association, not a company. So we have to be teams owned by states, millionaires, big companies, which is very easy. We have to rely on our own resources. We've done it very well, and managing properly our income and of course our expenses.
Ramon, you've presided over many great teams at Real Madrid. You watch this team. Where do you rank this particular team alongside some of the ones that you've seen in previous years?
No particularly noticed stars. I think that's fine. That's fantastic. They are a team committed to work every day, which is very important in sport, in life too, but of course in sport. I wouldn't say, I can't say any particular place in the history, but I think one of the best in the way they are playing, in the way they are helping each other on the pitch. That's very important. Remember that we had that time of the Galacticos, so-called Galacticos era.
Yeah.
We didn't win any title in 3 years. So this is a team committed to the excellence, but playing all of them together and helping each other.
Yeah, it's one thing having the squad, Ramon, to do it. You also need the manager. Ancelotti now, he's put himself, for my money, I think he's probably the best that there's ever been. Would you agree?
No doubt. For me, is that the kind of coach that a team like Real Madrid needs? Very humble, not blaming others when we lose, just tactically very good, but leaving some freedom to the players so they feel comfortable on pitch. He raises their enthusiasm, which is very important in this kind of players, and that's the reason of those victories got in the last minutes. I think is a perfect coach. No protagonism. All the protagonism to the players. That's the key, I think, of his success.
Yeah, and look, right hot on the back of the success, Ramon, at the weekend, Kylian Mbappe walks through the door at the Bernabeu, which must be incredibly exciting for all the Madrid fans. I'm excited to see just how he's going to link up with so many great players as well. I'm sure he'll be a massive success there.
Nowadays, I don't see another player like him, another striker being able to score as he does. He's fast, his dribbling is very easy. He reminds me of Ronaldo, the Brazilian, when he started to play with Barcelona.
Yeah,
the same kind of player. Of course, he will be the icing on the cake. One of those players that can make the difference in any match.
And what about Jude Bellingham? His arrival there has been nothing short of exceptional. He's still a young man. He's 20 years of age, taking everything in his stride. To win La Liga and the Champions League in his first season is pretty special.
It is for me and for all the fans here, for all the supporters. He came with, we knew he was a very good player. Only 20 years old. In the first year, he manages to perform perfectly. Everyone have now him in his heart, all the players, all the fans, and he played above expectations. He's very good player. He has a lot of success ahead for sure, and we are very pleased with him, really.
Indeed. Ramon, we're pleased with you. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you, Ramon.
Have a lovely week. We'll catch up soon.
My pleasure. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Former President of Real Madrid, Ramon Calderon there.
Mbappe now going in there.
Well, just when you think, how can they improve on that?
When you've seen him playing at PSG, I mean, I know he can play down the middle. He does play up the middle. He can do. He kind of also plays off that left side.
He does, with Vinicius.
Where Vinicius plays. Yeah. So that'll be a little bit interesting to see whether they're just going to go on, you're up top. You go and play up there and have Bellingham in beside him and Vinicius.
Ballon d'Or, Vinicius? Is he
I think
close?
He's got to be right in. Again, he has to be very, very close to that, doesn't he? He's again. You know, like when Adeyemi went through first half, and I said he missed the chance, and he had a great
touch. His little touch just
a
little bit too wide
of the goalie. But you just knew that with the Madrid boys, if one of those gets similar sort of opportunity, which is exactly what happened with. I know that was the second goal, but and Danny Carvajal, the first goal. When was the last time you see him? Never mind. Like, when was the last time you see him head it? Never mind, score a goal with a header. You know, incredible.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.